Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Copa America 2025. This should be a great weekend of Overwatch today. I'm Joker, that's Billy, and we've got some great matchups for you today.
Yeah, we're going to start off with Peru versus Chile. This harkens back to 2023, Joshua, where I got a chance to cast the group stages for North America and South America. And Peru really did show up big. It was kind of the surprise team coming out of the groups there. They didn't qualify for the main stage, but they did take third in their group behind Brazil and Colombia. So there's a lot of representation here, my friend. There's a lot of representation here. Chile, they were the new kids on the block back then. And they wanted to show how far Chile has come. It's not only since the time that they started back in 2019, but all the way to today in 2025. They believe that this is their chance to prove what they can bring to the table. So that's what we're looking at here. All this talent from south of us in the southern continent from us. It's going to be a lot of fun, Josh.
It really is. It really will be great stuff as we're looking at the bracket here today. It's obviously, as we just showed there. Now, we are starting out with Peru versus Chile today. It's going to be a hard ask, though, for Chile, right? A lot of good people in the tier 2 scene right now from Peru on this roster, right? Puggo, Persona, Ishtar, really people you need to look out for. And right, I'm a little worried for Chile, right? Puggo's has been tearing it up in Masters, right? With a moat down mid. At least that was their team last season.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see how they do on the world stage now.
I mean, there's a lot of returning talent from Team Peru back in 2023. Persona, tearing it up. Speaking of tearing it up, has been absolutely owning calling all heroes. Proud of their journey. So we will see what they got coming up. But man, I mean, there's a lot of UTD representation from the Lone Star State. Playing underneath Derpy was Ishtar. Then you talked about Hermosa as well. All three of those players played at UTD together as well. So we're going to see what they got coming up. But there's also on the other side, Chile. They've got a player that's been signed to Cumberland University, and it is LCS. is playing for Cumberland University next semester. So there's a lot of representation in our collegiate scene. We talked about this a lot. Those of us in kind of our little friend group. Collegiate seems to be the pathway to the pros now, and now it looks like the world stage is also a jumping point from which collegiate really sends these players.
Well, hopefully, with the recent developments in collegiate.
Oh, my heart,
Yeah.
my heart.
Good thing that I'm really happy that Maryville is, in fact, honoring out those scholarships as well too. Though, tonight though we're starting out with this Peru versus Chile matchup on Busan, like we were seeing there. It should be interesting. I don't think I've seen Busan in forever, right? I feel like it's just never picked anymore.
Yeah.
It's always Lijiang Tower or something else, just never Busan.
Never, ever Busan. So, I mean, this is a great kind of what is it, equalizer, because you don't see it very often. I think that this is meant to bring out the best of both teams, and you know, their critical problem solving skills, because everybody practices Lijiang, everybody practices Nepal. Of all the maps, I think those two are the most played right now as far as our control maps. So it is a first to two here for these teams as we kind of do the upper and lowers here at the same time. We'll get into a loser bracket, we'll get into an upper bracket. 4 teams only. But you know what? This is the beginning of something big here in the South America region. Big thanks and ups to Senju and Grupo Senju for having Joshua and I on. Also to XYBAGG, the production company with Headrammer and Hippie at the helm, putting this on, putting out a clean feed for everybody. So everybody's going to be kind of synced along the same way, whether you want to watch it in Portuguese, you want to watch it in Espanol, you want to watch it in English here on Joker's Ransoms channel. It is going to be covered in 3 languages. The first time ever that an official international competition has been broadcast simultaneously in 3 different languages.
Great stuff. And obviously, William Mundy is doing the Portuguese stream, and then I want to say yes,
Eltex and Uptune.
Yes, as they're doing that on that stream there. As we can take a look here at the rosters we were talking about. There a lot of DPS here. Grim Overwatch, I'd assume, right? That then Ryun, Persona, and Puggo. Right now, though, on the Face It page, it looks like Puggo's not in. Bakersville, Forge, and Ishtar on that tank role, and then Rodrigo and Hermosa on the support line. Right now, what we're seeing in the Face It lobby, though, it looks like it is Rodrigo, Hermosa, Persona, Ryun, and RL7, which would be good question. Why aren't they on this break? Why aren't they on the this?
They're on the team sheets.
They're on the team sheets, not on the graphic though that we're seeing on the stream right now.
Sure.
But it doesn't really matter, right? As long as they're all signed up. Waiting to see. I think we're about to head into game. As should be fun. And it looks like the Face It match has started, so should be heading in any second now.
Yeah, remember there is a 2-minute delay between what we're seeing live time and
right. You know what?
So there's a delay for us. So we're getting it the same as everybody else out there. But so Joshua, you know, looking at RL7 is a returning player from 2023 for Peru. So I mean, if you're looking at this right now, Baskerville, Rodrigo, Persona, and then RL7 all played in 2023. Going over to Chile now. Meeker, Eli, Burt, Lamont, Crow, Census, LCS, as I talked about before, going to be a support player for Cumberland University in the fall. Poplots is the #1 bench warmer for Chile, as self-processed in our little conversation we had earlier today. Effects and Stark will also slide up the substitutions there. LCS, I don't remember seeing them, but Burt I do remember, as well as Meeker. Those are two damn good players in their own rights. Crow, I don't believe was there back in 2023, but you know what? I'm old and things happen. So as we head into Basan, Joshua, we're going to start out on Sanctuary, it looks like.
Yeah.
And taking a look at what I've seen, because I've been casting a lot of South American Overwatch this spring. Diva has been a huge player. Ramatra has been big. You'll see a lot of Junker Queen come out as well. So this is going to be interesting to see how they actually go about this.
Yeah, obviously we're going to be seeing a lot of Freya as well. Because why? Of course, the new hero is always overpowered to begin with, but we'll see how that's going to continue for him to start off. As already the fight's breaking out here. Well, no one's really coming in, but there's a pick on the census. A nice blade came in there from Hermosa. Now Bert is going to try to trade it back, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough with Wayfinder in control for Peru right now. It looks like that first point is going to be captured up by Peru.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good first pick here. And if you look at where we're standing at right now, it's going to be Wayfinder versus Bert. Bert's actually gotten the more value from the Freya, but I think that if you're looking at RL7 right now, it's going to be able to kind of tackle out those antis coming in from senses.
Big opening from Bert there on the Wayfinder. It's now Hermosa's all alone. Gonna have to rotate around, try to stay alive for the time being, with Crow making that swap over to the Zarya. Now gonna be a little bit more difficult for this Peru roster, as now Chile is gonna take control of the point.
Yeah, and I mean, look at Bert already has the ultimate ready to go here. Good thing for RL7 is if they're gonna have Kitsune Rush, you're probably gonna try and initiate on that.
Full strike comes through from Bert, but it's not going to get any follow-up from the rest of from Chile's now. There's the Kitsune rush in. Wayfinder is down, though, for the count. Is it going to be enough? It is looking like it. Is Chile coming back in? Hermosa goes down, and more picks coming in from Crow here with the help of that Discord orb.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the Zarya factor right now. I mean, with the perks that you can get in there. And it's smart bubble management, good heals coming in from Senses and from LCS. LCS off, by the way, gone over to the Zenyatta. Almost has a Transcendence already, has been getting massive work out of it. Swap to the Monkey here for Hermosa. So they're going to say, Bubbles be damned, I'm going in your back line.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? It's going to be really hard to get away if you are this back line. Now, Transcendence has to be invested early on, but Crow's already found Wayfinder in. As now, we'll have to see if they can turn it back into the favor of as there's a sound barrier out, and LCS is taken down. Now the supports are all gone. Arkfeld getting in on that kill feed for Peru, but now they've gone down. There's grab available too, but Crow's not going to invest it. They're so low. They're taken down. Hermosa's still trying to get some work done. They've got to be able to clear the remaining members on the point, but it's going to be Wayfinder going to be able to get that one done. Now Lucio stalling for time, but it's not going to matter. Point's going to flip back over to Peru.
3 separate support heroes from LCS so far, and has played them at a pretty damn high level. We're going to see what they can get done on the Lucio. Sound barrier will be available to them pretty rapidly here with the composition that they're running in with, but the nano grab could be online here. You can also nano the Freya up in this engagement, so we'll see how the dueling Freya ultimates go out.
We'll see here, right? Bola strikes could be huge in conjunction with this grab, right? Tie them up, but you're only going to need to find Hermosa, and that might just be all Chile needs to take back this engagement. Now Arkfeld falling down. LCS going to be able to find that pick, and now it looks like, Chile are going to be in control. They do find Bert, but that's all they're going to find, right? And, well, Chile's down to last fight territory.
I mean, the fact that Senses can hold on to the nano there and just wait it out and can grab and hold point here, this is actually what they're going to be looking for. Arkfeld almost has the blade online, should go when they get it up.
Yeah, as Hermosa's just deleted. Now you've got to try to win this without your tank in this fight any longer. Census is down, though. Arkfeld makes an opening play, but is it going to be enough? Bert's down as well, but I don't think it's going to be enough here, Billy. It is just them left the point with Rodrigo, and now they're swiftly dealt with. Arkfeld left to go, and now Hermosa on the Doomfist going to be dissected down, and you're not going to be able to hold on unless you find some round pick here. That doesn't look like that's going to be possible in the end, as well. That's going to be round 1 going to Chile.
Yo, Chile showing up big, not afraid to throw support heroes out the bucket there and go with what seems to be working. And LCS really was a big factor there in this first point here of Sanctuary. Man, I mean, we saw the Zenyatta. We saw the what else did we see? We saw we didn't see the Kiriko. We saw the Lucio.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was 3. Remember the other one?
Yeah, I don't remember.
But
either.
man, Hermosa seemed like to be on an island a lot of times because I mean the separation. Bert is getting so much value with the Freya, taking these off angles and pulling the eye up. I think that's the big thing right now. Using the Danish hero is pulling the eye level up.
Yeah, definitely, right? We're seeing some good work from Bert and already just being able to keep in the sky the entire time, right? It's huge stuff. Now we're seeing this change from Hermosa over to the Ramatra now, maybe trying to take care of that verticality with this Ravenous Vortex. We'll have to see. You're already down for the count, though, and now it's the go sign for the rest of Chile to come in, and Crow's going to get all the kills they need. More and more coming the way of Chile yet again. LCS with 2 to finish it off.
They don't have a way to deal with the particle beam, with the particle canyon from the Zarya right now. If I am Peru, I'm going Reinhardt. I'm going Reinhardt and forcing Crow off of the Zarya because just getting so much value with the hero.
Yeah, they're doing just so much good work. Now Hermosa's made the opportunity to change this highlight, and now they're going to bring their own into this, but they've already lost Arkfeld, and Hermosa, you know, looks like they're going to get taken down too. Bert finds another one here for Chile, and well, the reset just has to happen.
Can we also talk about senses right now on this Ana is absolutely melting poor Hermosa down. Just getting so much value with it, and I mean, we're looking to see, you know, where's RL7 with these cleanses. You got to hold Suzu every time that anti-nade comes in.
Yeah, you've got to figure it out here quickly if you're Peru, but Hermosa's already down, right? You find Stark, but that's all you're gonna find. It's just a consolation prize here, Billy. They just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, it's all from the front right now, isn't it? It's Crow, and then it's LCS providing the speed engages, being able to back out using this quarter here and just, you know, accepting all the damage that's coming in from Peru. And then, you know, you don't have to really do anything. You can grab right here and get an extra 20%.
Yeah, they're going to grab it already. Going to be locking them all down with that. And that's all she wrote. It's just Arkfeld left, and they're going to get taken down swiftly by the opposing Genji. And now looks like Chile are just going to keep on touching the spawn room.
Full stars for Team Chile here. And this is a massive kind of upset in the making right now.
It really is, and all the ultimates coming online, and you've got the Bola strike to keep them off the point, and there they go. Chile with map number 1 taken in a quite convincing fashion.
That was impressive. I'm not going to lie, Joshua. That was pretty impressive from Team Chile. They said that they had something to prove. Well, damn it, yeah, they do, and they're absolutely doing it right now, and Bert really was kind of the leader of that. I think Crow gets a ton of value there across both sub maps, just playing fearlessly, trusting in their supports, and man, they got it done. And there was nowhere for Hermosa to play.
Right. I mean, like there was no room. Whenever Hermosa stepped out away from their team, they were dead. They just couldn't get anything started here. And something's obviously got to change right quickly if Peru want an opportunity to bring this to a map number 3. Well, because if they don't, right, I mean, well, they're down to losers bracket already.
Yeah, that's going to be the sad part about this is that this is a very quick tournament. We're going to get the first kind of 3 matches out of the way this evening, and then we'll go into the weekend with the more highlight or high profile matches. But man, I mean, for Chile coming out like this and really putting a stomp down onto Peru, Peru has got to figure out, you know what, are we going to be able to play the Genji into a Zarya that fully understands their bubble management and really does have the faith of their supports or are they going to be able to counter it out? There's got to be more in the hero pool because Chile just said, you know what, we'll pull everything out just to get the dub.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right, and I'm interested to see if we see any substitutions come in from the Peru side, right? I mean, we were talking about big names on that roster. We didn't see Ishtar or Pugo in that first map, right? So, do we see that change come in from Peru going into map number 2, or are they just going to be sticking with what's working, right? We'll have to wait and find out. Until then, it's just a kind of a question mark on why we're not seeing those other players right now.
I mean, it might just be control map things. Yeah. We know that some teams just have a control map team that, they have specialists for that. We might see some changes coming in here now. So, I mean, for Route 66, which is going to be our next map, you could absolutely play the Zarya here. If you're wanting to play a ground-based team, you've got to worry about aerial threats. You got to worry about the Pharah here. Pharah plays so well, except for on point 3. You can play the Widowmaker here as well, and I know that quite a few players from Peru said that they click heads, but Chile, I mean, that's exactly what Bert said. I click heads. So we're going to see, if they're able to change this out or not. Because, going down 0-2 to Chile, who was, a relatively new team back in 2023, this would show exponential growth for the country that lies along the side of the Pacific. All the way from the Atacama, they're coming into your living rooms. They're ready to take the win.
Right, and especially with the way the mid-season tournament for OWCS is going, right? They get there is that Face It Masters qualification from South America, right, to get into mid-season championships. So some of these players, right, we could be seeing on that main stage come July.
Man, would that be just a coup de grace? Would that not be a coup de grace? Also, by the way, buenos dias, paplas, ¿qué tal? Yo hablo en español, pero yo prefiero la inglés. Bienvenidos, bienvenida.
I have no idea what you said.
I know you didn't, but I speak Spanish, so that's okay. I'm just saying hi to Poplots. That's who I spoke to from Team Peru. We'll see, what they have up their sleeve here at Lido. We do have at least one coming in. Rodrigo is in on support. We've also got Ironclad now in for Team Peru. Going to be playing the fray here. So double aerial threats here for Chile to defend against.
I think Ironclad is a streamer name because I think that's Persona. Because I think that's how that is. But we're gonna see how this is gonna work for him, right? Interesting tech, right? Pharah on Route 66, not something I'm expecting. Crow, though, really low at the moment. We'll see here. Gonna be backing up for the time being. Hermosa has to retreat here for the time being. Still waiting it out. Still looking for an opening for either of these two rosters. As they're just gonna be waiting, still seeing. And there's the shot coming in from Crow, taking down Ironclad early on into that fight. And now more and more will follow down around them as they're gonna look to actually just gonna back out and stay alive.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to try and deal with the threat in the sky with the Cassidy coming out from Ironclad. I'm looking for oh gosh, trying to verification. That's the word I'm looking for, to see if that is in fact who we think it is. Big anti comes out from RL7 though. This is actually going to be a good fight for them if they can clean it up. And Crow says, nay, I got the spin to win here.
Yeah, the Ironclad, though, is going to find another shot with the Electric Cowboy going wild for the side of Peru. Going to find another pick. LCS is down, and looks like Peru is going to be able to get some progress going as long as Crow does not continue to be a nuisance in their progress. Now the nano boost is going to be invested here, and Hermosa's going to get taken down immediately. Now Crow can be the nuisance that they are on this wrecking ball in the 4 round, as they're going to get hindered up though by that flash grenade. So well, it isn't as good as you wanted, but Chile is going to be able to get back in control of this defense.
Yeah, we're also sub 2 minutes here, so, you know, Ultimate's going to have to start coming out here if there's going to be any chance for them to make some swaps here. Big anti comes in from Senses once again. Everybody is in trouble.
Ironclad's gonna find a pick with their Deadeye. Stark is down, but there's the minefields on the point, splitting up putting up the team for the moment. It's all RL7 alone. They are gonna get the sleep dart in. Barrage in the back. Census goes down. They are gonna get traded instantly back, though. Burt finds that opening, but still, is it going to be enough for both sides, right? As they're still trying to hold it out.
Yeah, I mean, they invested the entirety of their ult bank except for the Rampage, which Ramos is going to have here to reset the HP pool. RL7 almost has another nano, though, so I think that you absolutely have to put this on to somebody that's going to be in trouble. Crow is so dead low, and there he goes.
Yeah, Crow's going to go down now. Census is back in response. Anti-nade came through, helped him out. Arkfeld made the swap over to the Venture as well, but it looks like there it is. Peru is going to be able to take that first point captured. Arkfeld going wild now on this Venture here, as Bert's all alone. Going to get staggered out here, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, they take Arkfeld with them, but I think that's a worthy trade. And I mean, look at Arkfeld. Showing us a little bit something different here. Still playing on the ground now, but bringing the Venture. So you've got, you know, a lot of escapability. Yeah, you've got some good mobility with the Venture as well. But man, these anti-nades are absolutely massive.
Great stuff continuing from Senses so far here. See if this continues throughout the series. I mean, you might have to make that swap. But, I mean, RL7's also doing pretty well on this Ana, so I don't know if you're going to give that up, especially how they looked on that Kiriko on map number 1. So now we're seeing it going forward, still waiting it out, still looking for this chance to start it off, as Ironclad's going to be the one to go down with Burt so low. Hermosa very low as well. Arkfeld's going to have to retreat in the ground, burrowing away to stay alive, but how much longer? They're still at half HP. The damage keeps coming through with those anti-nades coming in from Senses. Rally out, but Hermosa and RL7 are dead.
I mean, that is an absolutely brutal series of events there. They do invest this Continue Rush. They probably could have gotten away with it and not had to use it. But man, I mean, 1:43 on the clock right now. The staggers are coming through. The healing output from Team Chile right now is just absolutely insane. Between LCS and Senses, I'm not sure which one is better. Senses playing in the open division for No Somos Buenos had a really good season last season, so we're going to see if they're going to be able to do it and get it good. I mean, this could be a pickup for a Masters Division team in South America.
It really could, and it could join LCS on Factor X, right? Yes. With some other of the players as well. Bert's on that Factor X roster as well, but Crow flying in the picks here, times 2 already. Now LCS is going to take down Ironclad. This should just be the fight done. Dusted yet again.
I mean, you're backing Baby into a corner here, and Hermosa's coming up on another Rampage. The Nano is almost ready to go. If I think that if Hermosa goes down here, we might be looking at a second point hold.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see if, Hermosa needs to stay alive. They are just so very low. They almost have the Primal Rage up yet again, but now they're going to be investing the Nano Boost here onto LCS of all people, right? But, I mean, they've been doing all the damage in the world. Arkfeld is going to get taken down, but the picks now coming through from Peru in the dire times. But Crow's going to try to turn it back. Primal Rage in from Hermosa's not going to do as much as they would have hoped. Burt all alone taken down, and this looks better and better here for Peru. Ironclad making the swap over to the Sombra, trying to get back, but LCS finds that trade onto RL7. Still, it's now into overtime. Pulse Bomb now comes out. Stark's not going to be able to find anything. Crow's down for the count now with the Kitsune rush in from Rodrigo, trying to seal this second point capture for Peru, but the picks are coming back, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Just the Tracer left here from Stark, and it looks like Peru has an opportunity to keep it going with the ultimate coming in from Arkveld. LCS taken down. It's just Stark left, and, well, they're still staggering it out here, Billy, but I don't know if it's going to matter in the long run. Crow's going to run for the hills as now Peru finally capture point number 2.
And Crow actually had the mines come up as they were contesting there. They could have let loose with it, but they're going to save it for, you know, the hangout hold here. Another anti. Once again, this is starting to become like rhetoric for us. We're getting into a rhetorical rut with all these nades coming through from senses. 3 ultimates into this fight from Chile. Really, Peru had to spend so much just to get in there, and now the mines are on the point.
Yeah, Minefield's on the point here from Crow. It's going to buy some time here for Chile as Ironclad's still trying to get up to this EMP. Arkfeld is going to get taken down. Another nice anti-nade from Senses seals the deal on Peru's push.
Yeah, bueno ganar there from Senses is just absolutely nailing it right now. I do like the Somber Swap. I like the Somber Swap trying to deal with Crow here. But they need to be able to finish up on the back of it.
There's another picks coming through. Yeah, again, Chile, all gas, no brakes, touching the spawn doors with Crow, finding those 2 there on the back of that Kitsune rush, and now swinging and staying on high like Batman, dropping down into their enemies. RL7 is gone. Crow finding more and more value. Yeah, again, they're now just touring with them here, Billy. Pulse Bomb out, not going to find a pick, but it doesn't matter. Everything going to Chile's favor. EMP going to be invested here late. They are going to be able to find Stark, but there's the nano boost now. Anti-nade comes in too, and that should wrap it up. When it's all said and done, it's Crow and Burt filling the kill feed for Chile yet again. Primal Rage coming in from Hermosa to try to buy time for the rest of their team to get back, but it's just not going to be possible any much longer. Arkfeld down, and that's that. Chile get a nice stop on point number 3.
Man, oh man, we are being treated as one hell of a series so far. Yeah. I got to tell you what, Crow right now, actually impressive. On the ball, just holding space so well, using the escapability and the mobility of the wrecking ball, using the mines when needed. I mean, there's some good answers and clapbacks from Team Peru on their own right. I mean, Ironclad going over to the castle, that was really a smart move from them, and Hermosa was really starting to find the range with the Tesla cannon, really being able to pressure down the back line. But they have not been able to deal with Burt. I think Burt right now is the big linchpin. Burt and Senses for Team Chile. Man, they're getting so much work done. Burt is just able to just take cracks at them from any angle, up on high, down on low. Doesn't really matter. And then the nades coming from Senses. It has been absolute brutality coming from Team Chile.
Really has, and I mean, look at those. Look at the stats, right? The leaderboard here. I mean, it's all just coming up. Chile, only 2 deaths for Crow, and that entire round is just great stuff, right? You don't want your wrecking ball dying at all, and, well, obviously they died twice, but that's still really good nonetheless.
Different composition coming out here from Team Peru. I like the Diva. You want to mitigate the damage, but the big thing is that this is a direct counter for Senses and those nades. You've got to they've been getting destroyed by the anti-nades.
They have, right? And now we'll see if it's going to matter, right? If they're going to be able to gobble them all up, or, well, is it just going to be more of the same? As Crow continuing to just be that nuisance on the wrecking ball, and Arkveld already felled early on here. Now, they're going to get taken out of this fight almost. RL7 is going to stay alive for the time being, thanks to the defense matrix from Hermosa. So they're still waiting it out, still trying to break it open here as Chile, as Peru's going to back up for a little bit.
Yeah, I like the disengage there. I'm not sure about the Genji here, though. Defensively, I'd rather see an Echo. I'd rather see a Tracer, to kind of get in the back line. But that's a big pick for Hermosa.
It is indeed. Bert has just been on a tear thanks to those anti-nades, but now you lose the mech, right? That's just going to ruin everything. Stark is going to get anti-naded up, though. Now you can back up, but now you've lost Hermosa fully, and now you've lost even more people around him right now. Arkfeld is felled, and now are you going to be able to keep it going? LCS finding more and more picks for Chile.
I mean, Stark has been just lighting it up here, holding defense or holding deflect when they need it, getting the good ghost dashes through. So, I mean, what do you do here if you're Peru? I think that you've got to go in with, with the mines and the Kitsune rush.
Yeah, and you're going to lose Hermosa immediately. Going to have to use the self-destruct, but they might go down. They do before they can get back in. LCS gets their life taken away, but it's just not going to matter because you find every pick you need here is Chile. 4 minutes 35 on the board for second point.
I mean, that's a grave decision error there from Hermosa. I think that you just accept the loss and keep the self-destruct for the next fight. Unless they were planning on swapping, which they have not. So I think right now, if you're Peru, slow and steady wins the race, and you're going to have to buy a lot of time here. And Crow is just hanging out on high.
Yeah, they're just Batman. They're Batman in a hamster form. Bat hamster, or whatever you want to call him. Bert, hamster man, perhaps? Yes. Bert is going to come in here as already. They're going to look to get it, and there's the bola shot. Eaten up by Hermosa is what we needed to see from that defense matrix, but it's not going to, well, it is going to matter, right? Because now Arkfeld has come in with 2 in that backline. Sense is going to reset off the side of the map now. Peru finally in control for the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, you also invested the bomb into that fight, so you're going to want that one back. And I mean, once you let loose with the katana, I think you just let it play out and, how it goes. Bert has gotten back into this fight rapidly, and now is going back to being the menace in the front line.
Kitsune Rush going to start it off here from Rodrigo into the back line. No, there goes Stark with the Dragon Blade with the Nano Boost, but they don't find all the kills they need. It's just Crow. Yet again, Crow and Bert just are unstoppable right now, Billy, as they are living life, just pushing this cart as fast as they can.
I mean, yeah, all gas, no brakes. That's a good definition of it. They've had a couple of speed bumps, but that's about it. So, I mean, looking at what Peter is doing right now, they're just controlling space, and they haven't answered Bert as of yet, so that's a big problem. Once again, Arkfeld gone.
Arkfeld already gone. You are going to buy some time, but maybe not much because, well, you've lost your support line, and now Hermosa's the last one on point, and they're going to be swiftly dealt with here by Chile as we're down to 16 meters to go between Chile taking the clean 2-0.
Wait, are they even going to be able to get back? I don't know. Depending on how long this cart is stalled out.
Yeah.
Getting inside the hangar, oh my god, and Arkfeld's already almost gone. You're going to have to invest in Nano just to keep him up alive in this fight.
We're going to have to find out. You're going to be able to get the touch here with Hermosa, getting that Nano Boost. Self-destruct available as well here to buy some time, buy some space to get more and more people back. Rodrigo very low, going to get healed up. Hermosa's taken down, but finds 2 with the self-destruct. A huge opening here for Peru, but is it going to be enough? Because you've lost Ironclad now, who is trying to build up to that bomb.
Yes.
It is just your supports left on the point, and Rodrigo's going to find senses, but it's not going to matter. LCS with the final kill, and Chile take the clean 2-0 over Peru.
Oh, si se puedes, Chile, si se puedes. Oh my goodness, this is a massive upset if I have ever seen one. Good Lord. They came out with fire in their eyes. They're like, yeah, we're the longest country in the world, or at least in South America, and we're not long in the tooth either. Good God. Crow, Bert, and Senses right now have lit up my heart. They've lit up the kill feed, and they've lit up Peru and sent them packing with an 0-2 defeat.
Yeah, great stuff. Great stuff all around here. And I mean, goodness gracious, this just makes me excited for Face It South America, right? Because all of these, most all of these players are in Face It Masters South America, right? And I mean, I'm just excited to see how they can perform today and down the line in that as well, right? Especially if they can keeps on performing just like this.
I mean, I'm going to be casting South American Masters this season for Face It, and this is my first chance to see a lot of these players. I saw a lot of them play in Open Division last season, so watching the glow up here. I mean, Crow is a menace.
Yeah.
Whether with the Zarya, with the Ball, I mean, what else do they have in the hero pool? Because those two were absolutely stellar.
Yeah. Crow's on Pumas. They finished 5th in Masters Division last season for Facets. We're going to be seeing pretty much the #1 team from Season 4 in a second here when we get to the Brazil versus Argentina matchup, because it is basically just all of Elements and a couple of other players. But it is. It is just basically Elements and a bunch of other players.
That's a scary team.
It is, right? And that was the team that was at EWC last year, most of them, right? Obviously didn't do that well because, well, right? A lot of great teams at that event last year, but we'll have to see how that turns out for them and down the line. But, right, I mean, Chile, I mean, obviously the 2-3 looks a lot closer than it was. I don't think it was that close, Billy.
No, it really wasn't.
Yep.
It really wasn't. It was a couple of overtime pushes to get the payload over the line for Team Peru. But looking at where we're coming down now, I mean, Brazil versus Argentina coming up next. I had ranked these two as the top 2 teams in South America, with Colombia notwithstanding. Colombia's not around for this time, but I would put definitely Argentina right up there in top 3 as far as teams in South America. Brazil is the standard, is the gold standard for the region. They've got a very strong community down there. Lots of good opportunities for these teams. So, man, we'll see. We'll see how this goes down when we get a chance to see Argentina versus Brazil. And I know that the Brazilian fans over on Williams' channel are going to be going absolutely nuts for the Seleção.
They definitely will be. They definitely will be indeed. We're going to head to a short little break, though, and then we'll come back, well, right when I believe at the top of the hour is when the next matchup is supposed to start.
Yep.
So we'll be back a little bit before then. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss more Copa America right after this. All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here ready to get going for our next matchup of the evening. And probably a lot of people are ready for this one, right? Brazil, Argentina, the tale as old as time. I mean, this should be a great one. We've already got rosters to start us off here. Shimigami, Cabeleda, Nitro, Burno, Levico, Race, Fancon. Let me look at the pronunciation. Nichiste, Froki,
Yep.
and Knight. Right, like I was talking before the break, a lot of these people on the Face It Masters team elements. And so it's just going to be a really good, really synergized team here, Billy.
I remember Shinigami used to play in contenders back in the day. So that is the level that is set here for Team Brasil de Seleção, as they're called in Brazilian. Luvico is an absolute god on tank, and Froki, who you will see as a substitute coming in, is a pretty damn good at support in their own right. But for Team Argentina, Oracle, Helms, Trincanuelas, TZ, Shagarath, FIFO, and Mix are your lineup for. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their nickname because I cannot say it right now because there's a lot of weird enunciations in it that I just can't do. But they're the blue boys right now. So we will see how they do up against the #1 team in South America.
Yeah, right. This could be a fun one. All right. That Tizzy, right? On the same team as LCS and Bart for Face It Masters. Interestingly enough, they also have a Japanese player on their roster, Solus, for Face It down there, who's also Japanese and Canadian. So I think that's why they're playing there. But right, Brazil, Argentina should be a great one tonight. And I mean, we already saw a huge upset earlier on with Chile beating Peru. Do we think that's in the realm of possibility for Argentina tonight?
I mean, based upon what I saw during the Grupo Jogadores, another competition that was going on in the spring, LEC Siam is a primarily Argentinian team. I think there's a Uruguayan, there's an Ecuadorian on there as well, but mainly Team Argentina, and they really held very well stead against a lot of the top competition. They beat a couple of Brazilian teams along the way. So is it in the realm of possibility? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. I know that there's a lot of Brazilian on Brazilian violence going on to get to this point. So I think the steel sharpens steel, and I think that's why this competition is so important for these players, is to get the international competition required to be able to deal with the Brazilians at this stage.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Interestingly enough, though, Tizzy's going to be bringing out the hazard to start us off here on Oasis. We'll see how that works out for him, right? Cabelada on the Sombra and Shinigami with the Freya already. It looks like, yeah, Oracle's going to be able to find the first pick. Now another one, Cabelada going down. Oracle on the Freya is just doing everything that Argentina needs right now to keep things going there in their favor, as backline is going to take down 2 as well.
I mean, this is one of the substitutes that's playing in right now on the Genji for Argentina. And I mean, tell you what, Tizzy managing the cooldown and utility of the hazard so well, not allowing Luvico to really dive in when he wants, because he uses the block there. Then he has the spike guard as well to deny the damage coming in. The healing's been great from Argentina so far, so 20% and counting.
And Luvico is now down and more fall around him. The bola shot coming in to try to clear up house. And it looks like they might be able to get that pick on the knee, and they do indeed. A nice pick. Oracle's on fire to start things off tonight for Argentina.
I'm on fire right now. Mi corazón, come on, let's go. This is some good stuff. Early beginnings here from Brazil. We'll see. With Ultimates coming online for them right now, Kitsune Rush is online for both teams. FIFA might go early just to get it started.
We'll have to see. Nina going to try to turn it back into Brazil's favor, but they've already lost Mocha. Downpour in, and they are going to be able to counter it out, and now more picks coming through, and Luvico's down. They only lose Tizzy. Could be enough, but I don't think it will be, as Mix coming in clutch, finding two there late, and another pick comes in. Argentina are just all firing on all cylinders right now, too.
I mean, a little bit expensive for them, you know, putting in the Kitsune Rush. I mean, you get it answered out from Natish Day there, but Tizzy putting the downpour out, really good usage there. Let's see what this Blade gets, because Mocha is nowhere near to a saving sound barrier.
Yeah, this is going to be tough, right, for Brazil. They need to figure it out quickly. Well, they're going to start going down. The Bola shot is going to take down Tizzy. Now you found Fefo as well. So, hey, you're sitting well, sitting good if you are Brazil, and you are going to come back into this as it does get up to 99% here for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, final fight here coming up. And, I mean, the good thing for Team Brazil is that they're going to have a Blade and a sound barrier to answer what Argentina's coming out with. But the Bola shot is going to be the big thing for Argentina right now. Can they get the value on it? And Shinigami has got to stay up.
Shinigami needs to be there. There's going to be the sound barrier. Out comes in as well. The Blades coming through for both sides. Who's going to find any value with them is the real question. No one. Neither of them are all just met with that sound barrier now. It's all on this mid fight. Who's going to be able to find value in this before an ultimate comes online? Knees very close to this Kitsune Rush. It could be the difference maker in this fight yet again, but it also could be the pick on the Luvico, and it is going to come through, but it could be traded back instantly. Brazil can find some more picks if they do, but now they've lost Mocha. They're going to invest Kitsune Rush. They have to, right? Or it's all over here now. But now knees down for the count. Cabalata is going to try to find a pick, but it's just not going to matter. Oracle finds two there, and point's going to flip back over to Argentina.
I mean, the 180 whip shot there, just beautiful. That should be it.
It should be indeed. Luvico does find Fefo, but doesn't look like it's going to be a deal breaker here, as that's all over now. Argentina take round number 1.
Just the fact that you force one of the best tank players in South America off their favorite hero and force them into a mirror match. Tizzy put on a clinic and put everybody in a tizzy over the use of the guard, the spike guard, the block. I mean, the jagged flash coming in, just so good. Great space taking, and the follow-ups from Oracle were absolutely just bonkers.
Oracle didn't die. Right?
Oracle didn't die.
That can't happen, right? If you're Brazil, you need to be able to kill Oracle instantly. They can't just be allowed to have that much space. But like you were saying, Tizzy was just doing everything they could and more.
Let's see if they can take control of high ground here. My God, Oracle is a sniper in disguise.
Doing great stuff here. We'll see if they can continue it as rotating around as Luvico's still on this hazard here, even though Tizzy has made that swap over to the hazard. We'll see if they continue with this Haz pick, with now seeing Tizzy on the Ramatra. But for now, Brazil is going to start off with an opening pick and an opening percentage gathering, as Fefo is down for the count. Cabalata now looking for more, gonna rotate back, and looks like for the time being, oh nope, I was about to say they're just gonna back out, but no, that's all forward here now. Backline fear is down, and that should at least keep things going in the favor of Brazil because of it.
I mean, you gotta look at the front line right now. Luvico is getting a lot more emboldened by, having the speed ring coming out from Nichiste. Also, Mocha on the Brigitte is providing a lot of frontline heals and just extra damage. And there we go once again.
Backline's down all yet again. Now Luvico is going to be pressuring him out. Pushing forward is Brazil, forcing Oracle into the spawn room for the moment, right? But they still have this bola shot to start it off if they really want to use it. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Still waiting, still looking, still trying to get things going. Now there's the bola shot and orbital ray in from knee, as well as the rally out, and Mix is going to get taken down for the count, and that's just going to be the picks coming through from Brazil. Forcing the point for a moment was Argentina, but it's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, I mean, they just, basically get some ultimates out. I think that you got to rethink the Genji pick here if you're Brazil, because Mocha is really denying a lot of the space that Cabalata, or that backline here, was able to garner there on City Center. Perhaps, somebody to deal with Shinigami in the skies as well.
Blade out from Cabalata and mixes down. Orbital Ray just can't be used yet again. Annihilation going to be invested here by Tizzy, and it's going to help. Knee's going to go down, right? But is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough to turn the tide? Cabalata now down for the count 2, and so is Shinigami. This is perfect opportunity for Argentina to come back into this. Mocha is going to fall down. Dragon Blade invested here by Backline to try to seal the deal, and they are going to with that slash to Mocha.
Well, Mix might be able to use their ultimate sometime today. But Shinigami's got bola shot ready to go. Looking across the line here. Closest for Argentina other than, the orbital ray. Oracle coming up on another bola shot.
And finally, Orbital Ray is going to be able to be invested here by Mix, and this is going to help stabilize for Argentina, but it looks like Brazil is just going to back away.
Smart use of the speed ring there to get themselves out of a sticky situation. Because that could have been really, really bad, and Cabalata's looking to get into the back line again.
Now you can come back into this. There's the bola shot out, and Shinigami's taken down Tizzy. There's more and more coming through from Brazil, and they've got an opportunity to tie it up. Run 1, and with everything falling the way of Brazil, it's tied up 1-1.
This is as close as it can be. And, there's a lot of love lost between Brazil and Argentina because of soccer. Mm-hmm. It spills over into a lot of other competition. This is no difference here. Cabalata really came alive, Joshua.
I don't think we're gonna make any friends for calling football soccer.
I'm doing it for the American audience. I played football for all my life. I was a goalkeeper. Come on. I know what it's called. I gotta play to my audience here, Joshua. Gotta play to the audience.
Well, I think we do have a lot of these South American people, even though they don't speak English. They're here because of you, but hey, that's what they said. That's what they all said. I'm just repeating what chat said. Now headed into the last round of Oasis, right? Back to the hazard comp for Tizzy, but Tizzy's already so low, and Cabalata's going to get that opening kill thanks to the help coming in from Knee there, and now the rest of Argentina falling down around them. Shinigami and Cabalata combining for 4 there.
Cabalata, please quit spitting your mouse like that. You're making the chef quite violently ill by saying that. Right now, Mocha, I think, is a big reason why Brazil has turned this around. I always give the main support a lot of love, but man, Mocha has really turned it up here in sub maps 2 and 3, and Tizzy might have to take the foot off the gas just a touch.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, right? This Brig is doing good stuff for Brazil, and well, Tizzy's already so low, and now everyone's in that critical form, and there was just not enough healing to go around. Now Brazil is just going in yet again. Cabalata with a couple of there in that fight. Team kill comes through up to 42%.
This is where I would make a swap. FIFO has got over to the Ana. You're not seeing a carry on the field, but the nades are not landing like Senses was in our last series. So you really do have to find the value with this Ana. You've got to burn Luvico down. You've got to get, a wall out. Tizzy's got to wall him in if they get the nade out.
Now, Tizzy's going to find Cabalata out here, but now Mix is going to get traded, but still looks good for Argentina at the moment, right? Rally in, though, from Mocha could stabilize, and now Tizzy fell, but looks like Argentina are in control for the time being. Unless something drastic happens, Brazil is going to be backing away.
I mean, no. Nah, you've got the Juno, or yeah, you got Juno right here. I mean, the heals are so good, the output is good. You guys be able to deal with everything coming in, and they do it.
Huge kill on the backline with that Dragon Blade coming now, and now you can go back in on that orbital ray to finish it off here on map number 1. Brazil looking strong yet again here as Tizzy's gonna try to stall for time, but they're just gonna get instant taken care of knee with those last 2 kills as Brazil take map number 1.
I mean, City Center started out in spades for this Argentinian squad, but then some changes come through. Notably, Mocha going over to the Brigitte to provide a little bit more backline support for their judo. Also, getting up in front line with Luvico, playing in tandem with their tank player, really did show the versatility of the Swedish support hero, and I really did love seeing what they brought to it. I thought, this first sub map was so good. They were nice and controlled. They had a good tempo. They were, kind of blocking people off at times, and they were just really controlling the space that Brazil was trying to take. Then we go into the other sub maps, and like I said, Mocha made the swap. It really changed the conversation here as to what you can get done in the front line, and it really put a hamper on Tizzy.
Really did indeed. I mean, just good stuff, right? I mean, it's crazy to think that one hero has so much to change the entire outcomes of these fights, right? The Lucio just wasn't getting it done, and then the Brig swap, and now Brazil looks like a completely different team, and are now cooking. They come back strong, take those last 2 sub variants, and take the first map.
The license with which Mocha plays was controlled. It was a very intentional. Their pathing and their positioning right behind Luvico at certain points, and then making sure that Nchiste in the back line was taken care of. If the speed ring was gone, if the mobility was gone, you saw Mocha peeling back there, and I think that's a big reason why they did so well in submaps 2 and 3. So. Looks like our map pick for number 2 is coming in. Brazil is up 1-0 here over Argentina. We're going to Utah. We're going to Route 66, my friend.
Yep, Route 66 yet again going to be our map of choice for map number 2. I believe I believe it's all this. Actually, no, it wouldn't be all the same because we started out on Busan. It just happened to be the same second map. For both of our series, because the first and third maps are different. Interesting. But looks like Oracle's given up the Freya, even though they were cooking right on that first sub variant of Oasis. It looks like they've given it up for the time to go over to the Sojourn.
Right, so mobility, one-shot potential, overclock is still a broken ultimate, in my humble opinion. But I mean, Catalata could be the answer to the Sojourn here. Well, I say that. I thought they were at least going to try and take a poke at it. But the tanks are the same. And you're working in the same backlines for both sides. It looks like Mix has decided to, if you can't beat them, join them. And they're going to bring out their own Brigitte here.
Yeah, makes sense, right? Especially since Luvico has walked out on their own hazard as well. As trade did come through, Mocha did fall, but they paid for it with a bigger fish, right? As they lost Tizzy, and now they've lost backline as well. And Brazil is just going to push forward.
Oracle has to get immediate value with the Sojourn. Needs to be pressuring Shinigami out of the sky, making them play a lot more ground-based, because right now they're getting all the value that they want. And there goes Mix. What a wall. Dragon Wall coming out from Luvico once again to deny the space taking.
Great stuff, Shinigami, with that follow-up there. And just going to back away here, Billy. They're just not giving me anything to talk about.
It's all right. I'll talk. I mean, Shinigami needs to get in there. Backlife here. Good job of contesting here. That's exactly what they need, but I mean, they need to get on the point and touch. That's going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they got a touch, but is it going to be a good one for much longer? Because, well, they've got Tizzy there, but they're just going to get insta. Nope, Nano Boost is going to be invested here. They're going to try to turn it back, but anti-nade comes through, and you got off for a second, and that's the point going to Brazil as the fight turns out in their favor as well.
Oh, Sir Charles is coming through again. That is unacceptable. They had players there, and they just stepped off for that split second. That's all they needed. So, I mean, about 440 as we're heading into point 2. They've got high ground control, so they've got sight lines on all the points of defense coming in. Nee's going to have the nano boost. I mean, do you go with like a nano downpour here? Do you go in with the nano blade? I mean, Cabalata's about 30% away from that.
We'll have to find out, right? As you haven't really made as much progress, even though Brazil keeps winning these fights. And now you've lost Shinigami. You might have to back away for a time being. No, you're going to invest Downpour, but now you've lost Mocha as well. You can't invest anything more into this fight, and you're going to have to reset. Luvico are they going to be able to get out, or are they going to get staggered? They do get staggered. Oracle making that swap back over to the Freya.
If you're not proficient with the hit scans, then I think this projectile is much more your flavor. Aim down science is so good from Freya. I love this new hero. I have not played her very much, but from what I see, absolute game changer. Yes, Freya is broken. But now, looking at this next fight, I mean, you can go in with your choice here. You can either go in with a nano blade, or you can use it to save somebody. Backline might have to answer with a naked blade.
Yeah, it's going to be the blade coming in with the nano boost. They do get slept up, but it's going to be woken up quite quickly afterwards. You find Mix with it, and now they're going to find even more. The rest of Brazil going to combine for a team kill. No, Oracle's going to be able to get away.
Oh, by the skin of their teeth. They were down super low. And this might actually give them a little bit of purchase here coming up onto the next point. They're going to have to go ahead and make their stand inside of the hideout. And, I mean, 4:20 on the clock as they are approaching the end of point 3. Something's got to change here for Argentina.
Something's got to give, or it might just be the defense of Argentina. Is now already Tizzy has gone down. Oh, Kitsune Rush invested. It's just not enough to keep things going their way as Brazil just lighten up this kill feed time and time again.
I want to kind of dissect on what's going on here from Argentina. I think that Tizzy's getting a little bit too far forward out of the LOS of the healing, but also Luvico really using the jagged wall to great effect. The violent slash coming in is doing a lot of damage as they put that wall up, and here comes the blade out.
Blade out, backline Fear is going to find 2 now with this nano boost on the top of it. But is it going to be enough to keep it going? Cabalata now back in. They are going to find the Assassin Nation on to their counterpart. And now Brazil has the numbers back. They've got people coming here from spawn and the downpour ready to go when necessary. Can they keep this fight headed their way? Downpour in. Bola shot available from Oracle, but it is going to miss. Not going to be able to find a shot on Luvico, but Luvico slept up, taken down, and now Argentina can hold on yet again as Cabalata is going to die to
How did that happen?
I don't know. Right?
How did Cabalata die with nothing? There's nothing environmental in here to kill you. Okay, that is the one of the exigencies of Overwatch. Maybe he bonked his head on the semi-truck too hard. I don't know, but Nano Blade ready to go here for Brazil. Coming to this fight, there's the downpour.
Downpour out, and Tizzy's gone. But hey, they found 2 more of their own. Shinigami and Mocha gone. Bet the Dragon Blade is here from Cabalata in their spawn. Fefo's down, and it's just backline Fear on the point, and there's the kills coming in. The changeover from Tizzy here onto the Doomfist. Now Oracle onto the Tracer too, and you're going to shut down Cabalata immediately. And now the respawns could come back, and Argentina are going to be able to hold yet again.
Yeah, this is a great swap, both on Oracle and Tizzy's behalf. Also, FIFA going over to the Lucio. So you got speed on your side. Now how long can you extend this minute 50 timer to deny the 3 full points?
We'll see if it's going to be happening. Kitsune Rush is going to be a great way to start it off. And now they're going to see if they can find some kills, and they do. Knee's going to go down. The trade is there. Cabalata make the swaps over to the Venture. Finds out Fefo. Trades keep coming in. Still, it looks good for Brazil as now Tizzy's down for the count. And there it is. The Charlie Niner comes out, and Brazil take all 3 points.
Okay. That's 2 of them. That's 2 of them here in Route 66 when they had people there. You've got to be cognizant of where you're at and where the enemy is at. They were pushing the whole time, and you can't pursue kills. You've got to give up the body for that. They probably thought that Tizzy had the touch, and then the anti came in from me, and it was all done. But from there, so for Argentina, I mean, considering how much time they had coming into the dugout, into the hideout, my bad. I was watching baseball earlier, sorry. I mean, minute 20, that's manageable.
Yeah.
That's doable as long as they don't get really held up along the way. Anything within, like 30 seconds of that minute 20 time, I think is pretty negatable. And we'll see if they can really work it out here. But I like the fact that we're starting to see some change-ups coming from Argentina. I'd like to see Backline Fear bring something a little different here, other than the Genji. I know that Cabalata is getting a lot of value on theirs, but man, you've got to show up big here for Backline Fear. You got to really set the tone here as you come out of spawn.
You definitely do. You definitely do, indeed. But I do like this. I do like this adaptation. Right? I like the JQ. I like we're seeing something different than the Hazard. But is it gonna work? Right? I mean, you've got to be able to land these jagged blade shots on the Luvico. You've got anyone in general, right, to bring them in. And now we'll see as Shinigami on high is already taken down Oracle, looking for more in the sky. As we'll see if they can get those opening picks to continue their way. But hey, they do lose Mocha. It's a nice opening pick for Argentina, right? Even if they lose some people, they can have this spawn advantage. Backline Fear has found 2. They found a support line that's just massive.
Yeah, I mean, there's the value that you need right there, right? That's exactly what they need to be able to push around the corner, get on top of big girls and take control of it. You still got Luvico standing around there. By the way, look at Shinigami. Almost has Bolo Shot online after one extended team fight. Crazy. Now we'll see if they're going to be able to keep going into this engagement, right? It's nice wall up from Luvico, and it's going to help take down Oracle here. Now Backline Fear very low at the moment. Tizzy's still looking for an opportunity, try to find a pick, but Mix is going to go down, and it looks better and better for Brazil time and time again with these picks keep going their way. Now Argentina has to run for the hills. Good God, Shinigami is just disgusting. Shinigami is landing everything in their arsenal right now, and the backline just doesn't have anywhere to go. And so, I mean, for Luvico and Tizzy, you had everybody in a small enclosed space. Throwing out Gracie and pulling somebody in would have been great, but they couldn't find anything because of that wall. That's what I was talking about, Luvico, with the ability to use the utility. Absolutely filthy coming in.
Downpour in, locking down Shinigami with the end clean up there to it. Tizzy's all alone, and he's going to be able to find that last one. Team kill comes through, minute 45 on the board.
Mocha's got to be their target. First and foremost, coming out with this next fight before you can ever think about letting loose with this Rampage, because one Suzu clears up all that you worked for to get this ultimate online.
Is now going to come in, and Fefo's already down. Cabalata with the blade. Mix going to get caught up in it. Another one bites the dust, and well, Backline Fear is going to be able to find 2. It's just not going to matter right now. Minute 15 on the board.
Absolutely gross from Cabalata. Stamps with the authority here on Route 66. They had control of Big Earls for a moment, but then it was gone. All because of one wall. Argentina has a lot in their disposal right now. They just got to get in there once again. That'll play out.
Could be the difference maker, and Mocha's gone down, but they're just chasing down the the Juno in the sky, and they couldn't find anything with that ultimate. Good thing it didn't matter, right? Because, well, the rest of Argentina's there for the taking. Then the team kill comes in.
Well, I talked about them not getting hung up, and, well, they got hung up.
Yep.
And we're almost sub 30 seconds. You know, the good thing is that only the Nano Blade was put out there. So you still got 3 ultimates ready to go. Oracle is on the Cassidy. At some point had swapped and has the Deadeye online. Gracie was impaled in Luvico, but didn't get the pull because of the rock up there.
Deadeye comes in from Oracle, and no way, knee goes down, and Luvico very low as well. Now the anti-nade comes through, and Argentina have more time on the board here, Billy, as they are going to come through with a team kill and open up point number 2.
Well, and you only use 1 ultimate, so you're still going to have Rampage and the Rally coming into this next fight. Orbital Ray, because of the Deadeye, wasn't able to keep the rest of the team up, so huge priority put there for Oracle. And now we're going to see how do they really fight this next fight. They've got to take control of a Saloon here. Let's see if they can get to the high ground there.
Now they come in here. There it is. And backline Fears taking down Caballado. The revenge kill comes in, slashing, dashing their way, coming in. And Oracle finds 2 as well. It's just Shinigami left alive, and they are going to retreat back to the rest of their team.
I mean, great fight there. I mean, they do put out 2 ultimates, so, you know, you got the other stuff coming on. Fafo and Backline Fear are just about neck and neck with their ult charge, so Nanoblade could be a real possibility coming up soon.
Downpour in, as there's the bowler shot, taking Tizzy out, and this is exactly what Brazil needed to come back in, get control of that point, only on the back of 2 ultimates and 1 which charges incredibly fast.
Still looking for Nanoblade. Nanoblade's going to be the big kicker here. Caballada may beat them to the blade. So it's going to be up to Tizzy and Oracle really being careful of their positioning, watching, listening for that. FIFA's going to have to hold on to sleep and see if they can get Caballada down because they got it online.
We'll have to see, right? I mean, yeah, it is all up to Fefo, but there's going to be the nano boost in. Backline Fear has their blade available, but Caballada did find Mix out now. Backline Fear opting to use their Dragon Blade, but they taken down Shinigami with a shot to take him out. Looks like, though, Argentina are going to be able to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, I mean, the trades actually favor Argentina there, so, you know, Deadeye, ready to go. Going up against a Kitsune Rush. Oracle's going to look for a prime piece of real estate here, but Shinigami has the angles covered. They know Tizzy's kind of working the high ground around here. Definitely going to try and get them, lock them out. I want to see where Shinigami goes with this next bolo shot.
Deadeye in from Oracle, and 2 go down. Mocha and Shinigami are gone, and looks like Argentina are going to be able to take on the last portion of Route 66.
I mean, really, just the Deadeye. Great positioning from Oracle. Really had good surprise there as you just snuck up there and found it. Great stuff from the Cassidy there. Now, minute 20. So I don't think we're going to get within 30 seconds here. I think just finishing the map here is going to be a win for Argentina.
We'll have to see, though. Shinigami's already found 1. Caballada falling down as well, and that should just be that. Minute to go on the board for Argentina.
Yeah, I mean, you hold out the bolo shot. So, I mean, Shinigami just playing aggressively, knows that Mocha and me have their back. They're going to have, you know, the orbital ray coming up again. That's a huge bolo shot and an anti-nade in.
Yeah, huge stop. Yeah, again, Luvico with the follow-up there. And now Brazil are sitting pretty, right, Billy? They've still got everything on the line. They've got this orbital ray, too.
I mean, the rally should kind of mitigate the pure output coming in. They're going to go early with it.
Ooh, big anti-nade from Mocha there, and it's going to help follow him up with that orbital ray. As there's the team kill coming through. Caballada with the blade is all she needed. 15 seconds on the board, and Argentina trying to make some swaps.
You're going to have the nano. So I mean, there's a bit of hope. Anti comes in, but the return anti is even better. And Caballada, good. What a sleep though onto Caballada. Somebody woke him up.
Somebody woke them up indeed, and somebody woke up Brazil after that first sub-variant of Oasis because they have not looked back since then. 2-0 goes the series of our second semifinals.
I mean, Brazil kind of looked a little slow coming out the gate, but my goodness, did they ever wake up? And Mocha is a big reason why they really stepped it up, realizing that they were losing the head-to-head fight, forcing Luvico off the Winston. I mean, a lot of things had to change there for Brazil, and they absolutely made those adjustments in real time. Man, Mocha might be my MVP for this match just because of the versatility and the recognition of what they needed to do to get their team over the edge.
Really good stuff from Mocha. I mean, everyone after that first sub-variant of Oasis, right, just stepped it up, looked a lot better. But like you said, it was all after that change from Mocha over to the Brigitte. So, I mean, hey, I'm 100% there with you, right? And now I have to agree with you, right? There's just, this is the best team in South America. I think we already knew that going into it, but it's great great to see them in prime action.
I mean, this is my first chance to see the Seleção since 2023, and they have not missed a beat. I mean, Luvico was I believe was a substitute back in 2023. Now it's the starter, and is absolutely clicking heads. And I mean, Diva was like the choice back in 2023. Now you can play any tank you want as long as you've got the support of your backline. You've got it going on, and I mean, the Chiste is absolutely bonkers as well in their own right.
Yeah, just overall great stuff. I mean, obviously though, we've got one more match tonight, and then we'll be done. But it is going to be that match between Peru and Argentina to see who's going to stay alive in this tournament. We're already having to say goodbye to one of our teams today, Billy.
I don't like it. Are we going into a third map?
No, that's just it's already set. It's a set map pool, or a set map set. That was going to be our third map for this series if we ended up going to map number 3. But I mean, yeah, as we could take a look here again at the bracket, right? Already having to say goodbye to one of the teams, Argentina or Peru. I feel like it's just too early to say goodbye to a team, right? I mean, we've already just seen their first matches, and now we're saying, well, win or go home.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be interesting coming up now. Argentina versus Peru should be starting in about 3 minutes according to the bracket. So we will see. Peru's going to have their work cut out for them here against Argentina, because Argentina, while they did get O2'd, there was moments where they did have that pop-off potential. And I think that really solidifies them as the second strongest team in South America. And Peru is going to have to play with their hearts on fire if they're going to be able to take down the Blue Boys from Argentina.
I'd have to agree with you there. We're going to send it to a little break, right? Save our vocal cords for this next match and the rest of the weekend as well. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes or so, and then to take you in for the final match of the evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is time to send someone home here tonight, Billy. As as you see there, that needs to be changed. It's not Argentina versus Chile. It is Argentina versus Peru. And they're going to be fighting to see who lives to see tomorrow. And well, right now, early early predictors, right? I mean, Argentina is looking a lot stronger than Peru did in their first matches.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to come down to who wants it more. And really, I mean, we've already had our shocker of the night with Chile taking Peru down in straight. So Peru has some redemption here that they need to take care of. And I think that, as we look forward to the rest of the weekend, we've got two matches tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. where I'm at here in the middle of the country. And then we've got the grand finals Sunday evening at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Big shout outs once again to Grupo Senju and XYBA for putting the production on, putting this all together, letting Joker's handsome face and my ancient face up in here to give you guys some international flair going into Memorial Day weekend here for the United States. Next weekend is Memorial Day. So, I mean, what a way to start off the summer, Joshua.
What a way indeed. What a way indeed. I had to make sure. Oh, the clean feed did go down.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs all over the
Uh,
place.
well,
Yikes.
all right. We're gonna head to a break and then
Oh,
oh,
it's back.
is it back?
Yeah, refresh it.
Oh,
It's back.
oh, perfect. It's nope. That's the VOD of this. Uh-oh. Let me message
Is
it.
mine not? Oh, yeah.
All right. We're gonna head to a break. Hippie lost power. Great.
Ah,
That's
well,
him.
that would do it.
All right. We're gonna head to a break and we'll be back when Hippie has power again. Or if Headrammer takes over or something like that. But we'll see you when we see you.
Memories. Memories. Yeah. Memories. Memories. Come on.
Hello, everyone. We are back, ready to go. Everything is sorted out in our end, and now we can bring you our third and final match of the night. Currently, the both teams are doing their map bans at the moment, and then we'll see where we're starting off our series tonight, and well, where the rest of everything's going to be going. As again, this is going to be Peru versus Argentina. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for in their support line. Hermosa is definitely going to have to really step it up here and be able to take on the aggression coming in from Tizzy, because we saw some good play from Hermosa, but maybe getting a little bit too far forward. Something that both the tanks from Argentina and from Argentina really did show us in their previous losses. So if you're in the if you can stay within the line of sight of your saviors, your supports, then we will see where it's going. Taking a look at the bracket, this is how we got where we got. This is how we're going to be going where we're going. And man, I hate to say some goodbye to somebody tonight, but I mean, so far the games have been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, they have been indeed. Are we going to see another upset tonight, or is the favorite heading forward to face whoever loses that winner's final matchup tomorrow? Well, it's only time will tell now, Billy, between that and what is to come. But it does look like we've got our map set ready in a few short moments here to show you whenever that comes comes our way on the clean feed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the maps right now. I can tell you we're going to Samoa first.
Yeah.
So definitely a departure from what our normal is. I mean, Li Zhang hasn't been seen at all tonight, which is fine with me. I love Li Zhang. It's a great map. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have variety. And then the next two maps after that are going to be very, very fun. So I hope we go 3 here. But there have been some substitutions, at least depending on what Faceit says right now. It looks like Grim is going to come in for Peru. And then on the other side, we got Trincanuela and Reverse.
Yeah, so MYX is coming out and Backline Fear out as well. And then it looks like RL7 has come out for Peru to try to change things up. And then we'll see if that works for him. Maybe we see more of a Kiriko look, because I think that was more of a tougher hero for RL7. So maybe as we see Grim come in, they are a better Kiriko player, and hopefully that'll help, especially if Argentina look to bring out an Ana.
I mean, it's all going to depend on what we see. I think Zuko is going to be. It's either going to be Zuko or Trincanuela. That'll be changing here, but yeah, Ryuan was Arkveld, so they'll be back in here. Persona's back in. Pogo is making their, well, maybe. We'll see how that goes down. Grim is the one that I'm looking at, so Grim will be coming in to play the DPS here for Peru. So Persona is going where?
No, they're still in.
Somebody's going to be swapping.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's that's a good question. What is Grim playing? Grim is a hit scan DPS player, so, and Persona's a hit scan DPS player. I think it'll be Ryuan, because they are listed as a flex on our team sheets. As we see there on the support lines, this for Argentina, there's their roster yet again. But we are about to head in to this first map of Samoa in a few short moments here.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing Zuko, or Reverse for Team Argentina. So we'll find out what they're going to play when they come in. But Trincanuela is a DPS player, so we'll see how that's going to play out here for the two teams. But as it stands, I mean, FIFO had a good Ana. Didn't land the nades uh, all the time, but when they did hit, they were super impactful. Nano application, perfect timing, perfectly used. So nothing really to scoff at there. Really, you know, it's going to come down to the tank that can stay alive the longest right now, and which DPS duo is going to pop off.
Yeah, it really is. As now we can load in to Samoa and well, get some answers for us here, as it is still first to two. And, well, we'll find out who is going home now as we are just loading in for our first round.
Yeah, and I mean, we may have seen maybe a little trickery around there while they're maybe getting the lobby ready, but looked like Hermoso was going to be playing on support, and well, that's staying the same there. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out with people maybe slightly off rolling. I'm not sure on that. Grim, I've not seen play tank, so that's going to be another kind of wrinkle into this. We'll see what's coming out, but a Risa look coming out from Tizzy.
Get to see on the Orisa here to start us off. Interesting, just all around look for Peru. We'll see if it's going to work for him in the end, as Arkveld is already kind of low at the moment. Healing coming in, damage coming in as well. But still, no one currently in control of things quite just yet. But it looks like Peru is going to capture up the point to start it up between Canales, finding Grim, turning it back, and now another pick comes through from Argentina. And, well, this early percentage doesn't seem like it's going to matter, because Argentina is coming back full force.
I mean, there's a lot of mobility here for Team Peru, but they've just got, hold for as long as they can. And Oracle wasn't missing shots in their last series. They're not missing shots right now as well. So, I mean, 20% is what they're going to get. It's going to really depend on how well you can section off Fafo and Zuko from Tizzy, because Tizzy just stood there and took all that damage. Got chunked down pretty hard, but then the bulk of the healing came in onto the Orisa. So that's going to have to be your kind of focus, is getting into that backline and really disrupting and taking their eyes off of the Orisa.
We'll have to see now as in the backline goes Arkvalda. Oracle's going to go down first here now. So this perfect opportunity for Peru to get back into the thick of it and take back the point, is Tizzy's going to fall now as well. You do lose Rodrigo, but I think that's all you're going to lose in this engagement now, especially since Fefo is going to fall just like that, and the point is going to flip back over to Peru.
Yeah, double the percentage there for Argentina. So, I mean, not necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, Ultimate's coming up online for both sides. Sound barrier ready to go. I think that's the big one here for Peru. You hold it for Orisa, and we'll see if they're able to get it done, because, man, there's a lot to play with here.
There is indeed, especially since you find out Person out early on. Soldier 24 goes down. Now you have to retreat. Kitsune Rush is going to be invested by Zuko too. Dragon Blade in the back line, but they're dealt with immediately by Oracle. Still going to try to hold on to this here as Peru trying to buy more time on the board, and they do find Zuko as well, as the bola shot in. Rodrigo going to get taken out here. Still an opportunity for Peru, but it looks like the point did flip back over into Argentina's favor, as now they are going to try to make as much space as they can, but backing away for the time being. So now Orbital Ray going to come in onto this engagement here, and well, steep it going. Sound barrier in, but a huge Terra Surge going to be trying to make their way in. Rodrigo goes down. Trade is there. Hermosa gone, but still, hey, wait, maybe not. Peru's got an opportunity now. A Soldier 24 finding Fefo out too. Trades are still there, but it looks better and better for Peru by the time, as it's just Tizzy left on the point. They've got Fortify locked up, but it looks currently like and so yeah, the respawns are going to come back, and now you've lost Tizzy too, as Peru back in control.
Yeah, this is actually fantastic work from Peru. They took a really early fight there, forced that Terror Surge out from Tizzy, and now your larder is empty. Oracle's gonna have to come up big with some shots to get the Bolo shot online, and you've got a HP reset here from Grim. Lots to play with for Peru as they're gonna pass Argentina in capture percentage.
Back in control, and Oracle is down. A great opening here from Grimge, as now they've got everything they need. Soldier 24 is going to fall, though, so could flip back in Argentina's favor, especially since people are low on Peru. Hermosa is going to fall, but Kitsune Rush has already been invested, so they've got that for this fight. Now Oracle coming back from spawn. Bola shot available, but it looks like Peru is just going to retreat out for the time being, but Soldier 24 has made the change over to the Sombra, getting back to point quickly. Overtime still being procced up by Argentina, trying to force a Bola shot now comes in. No one's going to go in. There's the Pulse Bomb did come through. There's the Primal Rage as well. Still, no one's in control quite just yet. No one's found a pick that's meaningful, but Arkveld felled. Dizzy might go down, though, here. So they've got an opportunity to take him down. Zuko's gonna find Grim, so still trades coming evenly all around, but who's going to be the one in the end? It's Peru holding out the C9 for Argentina. Takes Peru to 1-0 on Samoa.
They were dancing. They were dancing like crazy and just a little bit too overcautious there. Man, good trades coming out from both teams. And I mean, this is going to be I think this is going to be a drag them down and knock them out fight for every bit of percentage. So we'll see how this is going to go down.
Everything looks really even right now. I mean, well, no, they don't look even right now. Sorry, as I look yet again, Argentina is just leading the lobby in the eliminations here. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Peru still took round number 1.
Yeah, I mean, as we head to beach now, I mean, there's going to be really good sight lines for both. I say both. There's not going to be both of them. There's only going to be one Freya on the field. Oracle swapping over to the Cassidy to try and deal with the aerial threat.
Yeah, and we saw them, saw Oracle do great stuff last series with this Cassidy. Obviously didn't bode to a victory, but still good stuff all around. It's Triconoelas finding Grimge out to start us off here as Argentina looking to take first point capture here, as they've already found 2, looking for more here, but they do go down in the end as Argentina take first capture.
Yeah, I mean, that's an extended fight there in the beginning, and yeah, it's right, Rodrigo. I agree with you. That's enough. Oracle definitely showing the prowess with the Peacekeeper. So now, you've got the frontline pressure of a Ramatra. You got, the burst healing from both a Juno and a Kiriko. And then you've got to worry about your flank with Trincanuela. So, man, Peru is going to really be up against it here to try and get these picks that they need.
Yeah, definitely is already. I mean, Arkveld had to back out for a moment. But see, as there's going to be procking it up for the time being. Into the back line goes Arkveld. Now they've found Oracle out with a nice shot coming in for Soldier 24. More picks going to come their way on the back of that Freya. They do lose Arkveld, but it's just not going to matter. All the picks are unnecessary. They do take the point back, but they've lost Grimge as well as Arkveld. So it doesn't matter, though, because Soldier 24 is just doing everything that Peru needs.
Yep, and I mean, you got to be careful here. You don't want to lose out on anybody as you're trying to capture up your percentage here. 3 ultimates online for, 2 ultimates online here for Peru. Sound barrier is going to be the big one. Going up against this Annihilation, up against an incoming Deadeye. Really got to be careful. Both Kitsune rushes should be put out at about the same time to counteract one another.
Deadeye in, though, from Oracle. Is going to buy some space as Grimge is going to find Trincanuelas. His trade is there on to the tank player, though. Grimge is down. But, hey, you might still be able to hold on to this if you're Peru, because you've now found Oracle as well. And now you're pushing back. Argentina trying to get back into control of this point. Tizzy is going to prop their Annihilation, though. Point does go back to Peru. Sound barrier out in. Orbital Ray comes in from Fefo, and This should be Argentina's fight to win, but if they lose someone, nope, a Soldier 24 going to fall down. That should be Argentina gaining control yet again.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, a great sound barrier that came in. They, really LOS'd it and made negative value of it. But they just haven't been able to get anything on the back of it. The Dragon Blade comes out.
Blade in from Arkveld, but Zuko's the one to go down to the Primal Rage. Now on the point, Tizzy running away from Grimge for the time being, but Grimge is kind of low here. Tizzy is going to get taken down in the backline. Hermosa very low, gets taken down. The stick comes in, Twinkling Abuelas comes in, takes him out. Another one bites the dust from this Tracer. His Soldier 24 is going to revenge their fallen, but is it going to be enough here, Billy?
It could be, depending on how they decide to path in. If they can get a touch, they can keep procking it up.
Nope. Argentina back in control on the back of that great Tracer play.
All right, so, I mean, lots expended there. Peru has a really good opportunity here to come in, use this bolo shot, lock down the back line as we've seen Persona do so often this evening. This could actually be a really good fight win for them if they can get it done.
We'll see if they can keep it going their way, but yeah, they've Bola shot available. Tizzy's got Annihilation procced up though, so this should be a good fight, but losing Fefo. Now Bola shot comes in. You're gonna use that Annihilation, take down Persona. Deadeye in from Oracle, trying to just reset. Is Arkveld gonna take them down? Overtime being procced up, and well, it looks like we are going to be headed to that third and final sub variant when everything's all said and done as Hermosa and Grimge fall down. Respawn's coming back, but they're set back to the ground and to spawn thanks to that Ravenous Vortex as Argentina tied up 1-1.
Oh, man, good stuff. Good stuff there from Argentina. And, I mean, like I said, I think that this is going to be one of those back and forth battles. It's going to be seesawing. Our emotions are going to be all over the place, Joshua, because these teams are absolutely out for blood. And, I mean, the swap coming in from Tizzy going to the Ramatra there really did find value with that second Annihilation. The stick was good. Trincanuelas is an absolutely godly Tracer player here. Had not seen this from Trincanuelas yet. My first time seeing them. Absolutely impressed.
29-5 currently. We'll see if they can keep it going. As just taking that quick teleporter out onto Volcano. All said and done, we're going to have someone up 1-0. Grimge finally bringing out a different hero than the Winston over to the Orisa now. See how that helps them in this battle with Tizzy, who's still on the Ramatra. But well, for the moment, no one's really in control. Oracle's brought out the Sojourn now as well. Still, the fight is breaking out and buying time, buying space for Peru as Grimge is going to take Oracle out with the Javelin throw. And more picks come in from Peru as they take first point capture.
Yeah, great swap there from Grimge. Love to see that. And once again, the bull killing coming in from Peru. Absolutely fantastic. Rodrigo has gone over to the Brigitte. That is a big change. We talked about it with Mboka during the last series with Brazil. Now we've got Rodrigo coming in with the Brigitte, giving a lot of that backline pressure and backline security to Hermosa.
Yeah, well, now we're going to go in. Bola shot and from Soldier 24 already 30 seconds into capture percentage. Is, well, now buying time. Peru didn't find anything off the back of it, but you know what? You don't have to go into Argentina quite just yet, as now Trincanuelas has found Rodrigo. Pulse Bomb is going to get eaten up by that Javelin spin, though, so hey, it's still anyone's point at the moment, even though you have no Brigitte in your back line, but Tizzy now throwing the punches, throwing haymakers, taking the point back for Argentina.
I mean, Tizzy was like 25, 50 health maybe, and they didn't follow up on it. There was so much disruption coming in from Oracle and Trincanuelas that they just were not able to get the work done. Also using the right click from FIFO. Got the work done. Now, Orbital Ray ready to go for Hermosa. This should be at least a stable push for them coming in.
As Beppo is down, Deadeye in, but the deflect is there. Arkfeld takes him out, and that's a huge fight win coming in here for Peru. It's keeping, well, Trinket Nuelas is still alive, so I won't say anything quite just yet. They are juking and jiving. Finally goes over, keeps the percentage in the favor of Peru as well.
I mean, just putting out Orbital Ray there. A fantastic economy here for Peru coming into this next fight, but double support ultimates ready here for Argentina, and also the Annihilation. That's the big one that we're looking at.
Well, the blade's going to come online. Zuko's going to go down too, but hey, the picks are in from Argentina, and they're looking up blue as that's going to keep it going. Tizzy with 2 of that Annihilation. It's going to seal that up to 78% though for Peru.
Yeah, 3 ultimates into that fight though to get the control back, and now you're looking at Bullshot. Nothing to defend against it. Big investment from Peru as well. 3 or 4 ultimates to come in. So now you just got Bolo Shot. So, I mean, first early pick, got to be looking for Zuko, got to be looking for Fafo.
Well, Trinket Nuelas in the back line. Pulse Bomb not going to come out. Almost found the assassination, though, onto Hermosa. Now Bolo Shot in from Persona, and it's going to take down Oracle. Here now as they're going to rotate onto the point. Arkveld gone the wayside, though, so still could be an opportunity, but Tizzy falling is massive for Peru. Now you can push in. There's no front line left for Argentina. Point is going to be taken back into Peru's favor.
Yep, and I mean, the fact that they have not gotten out yet, that's a big problem. And you're looking for the Judo there. Didn't find her, but the possession right now is so good. You've got the second perk online from Marissa as well, so you've got an extra shield that the rest of Argentina is going to have to burn through.
Now going to come in 99% up for Peru, but nice double dink, taking down Persona already. But hey, you find Trinket Nuelas. That Ravenous Vortex, though, is still going to keep Argentina in the driver's seat as Oracle found that nice double dink, and now that's back in control. Last fight territory for both of these sides.
Well, I mean, Hermosa's going to come up with Orbital Ray. You'll answer that with a Kitsune Rush. Oracle might be the kicker here. We saw them be very sneaky with that Deadeye on Route 66. I think Tizzy can win this entire map out with this Annihilation.
I have to agree with you. Orbital Ray is just going to be, it's all off this point as well, too. But Beppo is now down. Deadeye in. You've got to get a touch onto the point. Soldier 24, Persona gone. But it's still in trading for Peru. Terra Surge in a little early, but is going to get kind of back in control, up 99-99. Everyone's still looking for an opening, looking for that chance to turn it to the tide. As Hermosa's fouled out, Persona could turn it. They've got this Bola Shot available. It's going to come in onto Tizzy. Dragon Blade out from Arkveld as well, and Feffo's found a pick, and now more and more coming through, but it's still traded out. 2 have gone from both sides. Still, it looks like Arkveld is very low. They're going to get off the point for just a second, and no, Argentina take map number 1.
Oof. Okay.
Unfortunate.
That is, oh God. It's plaguing us right now.
Yep.
It's plaguing us right now. The C9s tonight have shown their ugly, ugly head. You've got to touch. You've got to touch at that point. I don't care how low you are. You had your teammates coming back. Oh my word. Okay. So, I mean, back and forth. It's exactly what we expected. 100-99 there on Volcano. It's a 2-1 victory here in Samoa for Argentina. Peru, let's see what kind of heart you have now.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's all on the line for Peru. And it doesn't look like we're seeing any swaps on the face at match page quite just yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all on the line here, and we saw flashes, but they've got to be able to string it together, and more importantly, stay on the cart when you need to stay on the cart. Because that has been the bane of these 2 teams. First, Argentina in the last series against Brazil, and now Peru in this series tonight against Argentina.
I mean, we're seeing some really good DPS play
Mm-hmm.
back and forth. I think this is. I talk about it a lot when we're looking on the international stage, right? That you have to play against the best. You have to play above your skill level to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a perfect example of a team that's on the rise in Peru versus a team that is very well established and holding their own. I think smart decision making. I think that the terror surge that came out from Grimge there towards the end of Volcano, if you hold on to that 5 more seconds and you group everybody up into that, I think that you get a massive value out of it and you win the map.
Mm-hmm.
So just some slight decisions errors coming in, but you know what? I mean, the adrenaline's got to be pumping high. They're thinking they've got this, and they're trying to lock down Trincanuelas on the tracer. They found zilch with it. There was some collateral damage that came out, but not enough to really bother Tizzy. And then Tizzy just turned, and then the rest of the team turned, and it was just a fantastic turn from both teams. But it was Argentina in the end that really, had that stabilization. They had the belief. They've been there before, and that's where I think Peru will grow in leaps and bounds as we move through what should be a fantastic summer of Masters down in South America.
Yeah, I mean, again. There's just there are those flashes that we're seeing from them, right? But it's just got to be able to string together. That's always what I'm saying for these teams. Whenever I'm casting, and it's there, right? It's to quote Aaron Boone, right? It's right in front of us. No one here knows who Aaron Boone is. He's the manager of the New York Yankees, and he is memed by all of Yankees Twitter because he always says it's right in front of us. But realistically, it is for these teams, right? Just turning a couple things into their favor, right? And it's a completely different series right now. It's 1-0 Peru and instead. Or, you know what? Even then, it could also just be Chile playing in this losers semis final right now, right? It it all comes down to these split second decisions that aren't going the way of Peru right now, and maybe as we head in to our next map, Rialto, we change things up and maybe we're tied up 1-1.
Well, we will see. Rialto plays well for Freja,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that I think that Peru is really leaning into the Freja matchup. Oracle did have their number a number of times there, but I think that Persona was getting the value that you need to see. I think that prioritization of targets is what I really want to see them bring into this next fight. She is doing a fantastic job, but we will see. These little microtransactions that I call them, these little micro moments. You hit the nail on the head. It is right in front of these two teams. It's just the decision here or there that's going to change this all out.
I mean, it's all on the line here for Peru, and I love to say it every time I'm casting an elimination match. This is where winners are made, right? So we see teams what they truly are when their backs are against the wall, win or go home. And do they have that dog in them, right? Can Peru turn turn it up when they need to, when the lights are bright? Or are they going to go quietly into the night and allow Argentina a scot-free loser semifinal?
I mean, that's a great Joe Buck reference. I love that from you, Joshua. I love that. But you didn't think I knew that. But look, if Samoa was anything to gauge this series by, it is the fact that we have a competitive system once again in South America, Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
That's being supported by Face It.
Yep. And
this is the result. This harkens back to the days of South American contenders, where Boop and Ham NATO and Leg Day and Lemon were all very prominent. And where I learned to love casting was watching South America, and now you and I are doing this, and I think that this ecosystem that's in place right now can only mean good things for the region.
Yeah.
And we're starting to see the benefits and the payout from that already.
It's great to actually have support for the region again, right? I mean, we went dark. It went dark in what, 2022? South Korea,
21.
21 South America
Yeah.
contenders, right? And thankfully, thankfully, right? Now we have Face It integration with Overwatch, and now we have the ability to bring these Face It or bring South America. Tizzy. Lag. He was trying to be funny and do the roof tech, and it backfired on him.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Well, he's already
Tizzy.
he's already back, and Oracle's found Persona early on, so hey, it doesn't seem like it's done too much but hurt Tizzy's pride. It looks like Argentina are going to be able to start this defense off strong.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're looking at it from a competitive play standpoint here, they get first corner for free, right? So that is the big thing, is that they don't have to really worry about that high ground, the first two pedestals, but Tizzy taking Arkville down. I mean, this is, it almost seems like they're playing 4v5 a lot of times. They've got to watch for this Tracer. The Tracer is the big problem right now. Healer, take care of yourself. Hello?
Ooh, but Oracle lands another shot. Oracle with another one. Great stuff coming out. Now we're seeing trying to hide for their life. Arkveld slowly pushing it up, and now they're anteed up. They have to rotate away, and more and more time. Fefo is going to get caught out, though, but Grimsh all alone, downpour in, and that's going to be a good one. It's going to lock down a couple more for Argentina, because there's the there is the pulse bomb to take down Rodrigo.
I mean, heavy investment there from Argentina, but I mean, we're closing in on the halfway point here of point A, and we're in the courtyard, right? So I mean, there's room for Peru to work around. If I'm Peru right now, I'm pulling the diva out. I'm pulling the diva out. I'm going aerial, getting into Oracle's face, or Grim has got to find this Widowmaker and take care of her.
Oracle's just playing great angles, right? It's so hard to get there as anyone is out. Tizzy's in the front line, finding everything they need to keep it going. Tizzy with 2, and that's huge. That should be all she wrote. Minute 25 on the board.
I mean, and basically done for the cost of an infra site. I mean, talk about value. Peru has some options coming in here. Nano, probably go on to the Winston to try and clear out the back line. And look for a bola shot once again into the back line. Fafo has really been dealt with here, and hasn't really needed to do anything.
Now you're pushing the pressure onto Oracle. They've had to grapple away from where you wanted to be. Now Zuko's Feld and Arkveld are going to be able to find another one in that engagement. So, hey, look at that. Peru's going to be able to open it up, and now we are going to be, well, maybe seeing that second point, because there is still definitely an opportunity for the last second contest.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Tizzy's hanging around the outside over there. Somebody is. Yeah, it's definitely him, and yep, that should be him going bye-bye.
It is indeed. It is. Now, do we see Oracle change? I mean, they've been landing these shots, right? But it gets farther and farther down Rialto, it's going to get a little bit harder for this Widowmaker.
Right, and especially since they made that a focus to really deal with the sniper. So, I mean, if you're Argentina, the threat of the Widow is there. But you've got to worry about tricking the Waylass on this Tracer, because they have been lighting it up.
Downpour came through, but in response, Primal and Rally out. Now you're pressuring Tizzy in. Nano Boost has to be invested to keep Tizzy in the thick of it. But now you've lost Zuko and Fefo. As Grimge is going to pay for it with their life, but you'll take that trade all day, every day. Tizzy's going to get antied out as well. You're going to have to rotate out, and you have to reset for Argentina.
Yeah, I like the Trinket and Whalers is kind of peeling for their tank there and putting the pressure on to make sure that they can't really close in that kill. The walls have been fantastic from Tizzy all night long. Even in the loss, really did play nicely with that. But now it's all about getting the work done, and the anti is huge again.
As it goes down, now Blade incoming through from Arkveld, the damage coming in, but they aren't going to find any eliminations, but it's not going to matter as Peru are going to take second point there.
Yeah, I mean, over 3 minutes on the clock as well.
Yep.
So they've got a Nano to play with. You can either go Raid Boss here. You can go with the Nano onto Persona again. I would rather see it go onto the Winston and let them have fun in the back line with the Tesla Cannon. But that's just me.
Ooh, good stick there from Trinkenuelas, taking down Persona early on. She's back to spawn, but are they going to be joining them? No, Rodrigo's going to be the one to get there as well. As Grimge is very low, going to get pressured out by those by the Tracer and get forced back. Tizzy getting in on the action and forcing back that back the rest of Peru.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they had a good push there. They've already taken about a minute off of this 3rd-point push. I don't know. Running in against this Tracer and Cassidy lineup. By the way, Oracle over to the Cassidy. I mean, this is where I would like to see Arkveld maybe pull a little something different out of the box.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, maybe we see something come in, but hey, there's going to be the Nano Boost coming in onto Grimge to start us off. Going to get pushed up, but Arkveld's already felled out. Hey, Tizzy's going to be, Tizzy's still doing good work with that downpour, but trades are still in, but in the end, Argentina still has control of this situation. Now, the rally coming in, but it's just not enough to change the tide of this fight, as the waves are just too big right now from Argentina.
I mean, it's too much support pressure coming in from Argentina right now. Argentina is just getting a lot of work done, even though these Zuko antis have been pretty damn good. Hermosa has been no shyster on it as well. So, I mean, can you deal with it?
I don't know. Tizzy's already found Arkveld in that with a nice little 1-2 punch from the Has, but gonna get slept up as Trinkenuelas and Hermosa is gonna take them down themselves with the help of Rodrigo's stun, looked like there. But I mean, you take one arm and then it grows one back, and now you've got more picks coming in from Argentina yet again. Is Tizzy combining for 2 late there?
Yeah, I mean, we're at 30 seconds now. You almost have a 5-pack of ultimates here for Argentina. So, I mean, Grim's going to have to get something done with this Primal if they have any chance of getting the completion here. I think that's the best case scenario here for Peru. Trinkenuelas, though, can end everything with a well-placed pulse bomb.
We shall see. It's already going to push in. Grimge has the Primal, going to invest it early on. There's the Pulse Bomb available. Rally out from Fefo in the back line. But now they're down for the count. Nano Boost in onto Tizzy. Pulse Bomb in, stuck up, taken down 2. Trinkenuelas downpour. Going to be the one to finish it all off. And that is the stop coming in from Argentina when Arkveld is felled, and they go down back to spawn, and Argentina stop them on point 3.
Remember how I said that Trinkenuelas could end it all?
Yeah, you did.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Oh my God, what a stick. Exactly what they needed. Exactly what they needed. And now, you've got your victory in sight. You've got your redemption story started here. If they can just get, that 100th of a meter past what we just saw from Peru. Still a good push.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, so, defensively, we'll see how it goes down.
I wanted to say it was a great push, right? I mean, there's so many places to get hung up on Rialto, right? That first point, we almost saw them did not even make it past first. Corner of death as well, and then this third point too. So Peru definitely has an opportunity to tie this series up, but will they be able to capitalize on the map geometry of Rialto and start get a good defensive hold here?
I mean, looking at the differences between tanks, I mean, doubling the damage is Tizzy over Grimge.
Yeah.
That's the big thing right there. The mitigation was okay, but if I'm, I would have long since mirrored the Hazard or gone in with the Reinhardt.
Yep, Grimge is going to be mirroring it now. But Oracle back on this Widowmaker for no, just not just for a shot. Is I mean they've Tizzy. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
We're not calling the lag. We're not calling the lag.
Oh, okay.
Also, well, maybe it was.
Maybe it was lag this time.
Yeah, I mean that may indeed have been a disconnect coming in for them. So we shall see. Black Rose, I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm not sure what happened there, but as it stands, we're going to see what actually happened. We'll wait for confirmation coming in from the rest of the crew. But I mean, for Argentina right now, you've got your goal set, and now we'll see if they're going to be able to get back in.
Yeah, I mean, right. We'll have to see. I mean, it's definitely possible, but like I was saying in the midst of the map, right? Rialto and Escort in general is just so hard to complete. That's why we're seeing not a lot of teams liking Escort anymore, because of how defensive focused it is. So with just a nice defense here, Peru can tie this series up quite easily. They got it to third point here on Rialto, which, like I said, I mean you're never seeing that third point. And they did well enough to get to that last little phase there, and now they could just they need to seal the deal with a good defense here.
I think they can do it.
Yeah.
We've seen massive flashes of brilliance from both sides. So, all it takes is a couple good fight wins to get that confidence back in there. We saw that happen on second point. Second point was kind of a snowball. So if they can replicate, defensively what they did offensively, they should hold themselves in good stead. Maybe a little bit of over pushing from Tizzy at points may have aided into the success of the attack there. But we'll see how this is going to play out.
Yeah. I think they're back because the Faceit page is unpaused, and then we have to wait for our delay to sync up. So I think we'll be back soon, if I'm not mistaken, right? So we won't have to vamp and vibe for much longer. But yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, there it is. It's coming back now. I was gonna say though, I mean, yeah, I think Grimge has to step up a little bit more. The Winston was doing good work, but not enough damage like we were seeing from Tizzy. Is already breaking out this fight, already kind of getting this push pretty far up, or not really a fight breaking out quite just yet. In the back line though is Persona. so is Arkfeld trying to take down Oracle, but they are getting body block protected by Rodrigo. And, well, they do lose Oracle in the end, but they'll take that trade, and Persona falls as well. Let's see it now as they're going to still try to push it up, and it's definitely going to be in the better way for Oracle because you've got that spawn advantage. So now pushing in, nice anti-nade comes in. Now you can go in if you're Tizzy, but still waiting for an opening. Tizzy so low, gonna get taken out. Good opening for Peru to come back into this. Trinconuelas looking for an assassination, but they're gonna just retreat.
Yeah, I mean, and smartly as well. They're coming up on Pulse Bomb, but I mean, Persona already has Bolo Shot ready to go, so they got to be very mindful of how they go into this engagement. Not really anything to counter it. Maybe a sleep.
Yeah, or just killing Persona outright can work too. From Oracle there, landing that shot in, and now Trinconuelas again, finding the supports as well. Just a massive pick for this Argentinian Tracer. So now they just have to run back to their spawn, and now Arkfeld is going to get caught out late there too. There is going to be a chance for a recontest, but how good of one is it going to be?
The lineup there from Oracle was scary, to say the least.
Oh,
I thought they had it.
gross. They almost found him again. Tizzy's now found Hermosa, and you're probably looking at a completion here for Argentina, but rally in from Rodrigo. It could change the day. Bolo Shot did come in from Persona 2, and Fafo is going to get felled. So, hey, Peru might have this opportunity to hold on. They need to heal up Arkfeld. Now you've lost Rodrigo. 60 seconds to go. Still waiting it in. Now Dragon Blade into the back line. Zook goes down. But it looks like they're going to be able to hold on to this as Oracle's going to fall as well. Tizzy's still on the front line. And now another one bites the dust. Hermosa's felled. Tizzy's still trying to fight this out, and they have the supports to do it. But can they keep it going their way? I don't know. No, it looks like they're retreating.
I don't know. I don't know if they can hold it here, especially with Grimsh having this downpour ready to go, and they get the trap up, but the jagged wall is up. And now, oh, you're in a world of hurt. You're in a world of hurt. The support has to come through.
Grimsh is going to fall, and that's what you needed if you're Argentina here. Okay. Like, there's no way they hold on to this, but the picks just keep coming through, and that is going to be point taken by Argentina.
But only 5 seconds left on the clock there. So, I mean, I think the Peru does their job there. And now they have the corner of death. They've got the corner of death. They've got a lot of resources here to hold up. So, I mean, looking at, what Argentina needs to do here. I mean, Nano. I mean, you've got Oracle now out on the Sojourn. One-shot potential is still there.
It is indeed. Is now Grimsh is trying to take some space, but a nice wall is going to separate him down. It is going to lock up Grimsh. Bolo Shot comes in from Persona in response. They take down Zuko. Trade is back in onto him really low. Everyone on Peru is just going to be the cleanup coming in from Argentina here.
I mean, what a play there. What a wall to deny everything coming in. Ugh. Man, absolutely micro decision right there. This is one of those moments that we talk about with these players. In that moment, are you going to be able to stand tall? TZ was so low and still was able to get the wall out and get the finish up kills. Trinconuelas absolutely closing in on the players.
Boost in. Slept up, though, is Tizzy. And Boost comes in onto Persona 2 here. The picks are going to come in back onto Peru's favor. And it's going to make Argentina back out.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, we're now over 5 meters away. So, I mean, for Peru, nothing online. Blade is closest. We know that Persona can get this Bolo Shot up in a hurry. But you've got an overclock ready to go from Oracle.
Could send us to a point number 3 with a good overclock from them, but we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be the case. still waiting it out. 30 seconds to go on the board. And now Wall already out from Tizzy. Still buying time into the back line. Goes Trigonoelas. They get taken down, though. And now the picks come through from Peru into their favor. As the overclock comes in, you find out Persona, but is it going to be enough? Arkfeld goes down as well. It's still an opportunity here for Argentina, but so is Peru. 10 seconds to go. Respawns are definitely in the favor of Peru.
I thought they had everything they needed there, but now the lap from Tizzy into this downpour could clean everybody out.
Downpour in, but Hermosa finds Fefo. Tizzy's gone too. And it looks like, Billy, we're headed to a map number 3 with a downpour coming in. Peru tie it up 1-1.
Oh my God, and that's exactly what Peru needed. Everybody had them downed out and Dunsky. And I tell you what, they held strong. That first point defense was everything that they needed. And then some. Trigonoelas absolutely lighting it up on the tracer here. This is the stick of a century. Gets it done there, and then finds the cleanup on the back end of it. So, I mean, fantastic work coming in from the players from Argentina, but Peru, against all odds, comes through and forces a decider.
I mean, goodness gracious, these Oracle shots were incredible. Obviously, actually, you know, with our next map being Runasapi, man, I mean, we could see some more Widow, but I think we're going to be maybe sticking with this Cassidy or that Sojourn that we saw Oracle pull out as well down that, for that road. But, yeah, I mean, Trick of the Whale, so on this Tracer has been a difference maker, but in the end, right, Peru was able to stick it to him, hold him on that defense. Like I said, I mean, Rialto is just so hard to complete, and we saw it there for Argentina.
Well, the big thing for me right now is the fact that their ultimate economy, they never overinvested.
Yeah.
They always seem to have something when they needed it most. They knew they could build up to it, or they had it online. So, I mean, for me, looking at how they played that Rialto, there was a bit more patience coming from Peru there than what we saw previously. So for me, I think the cooler heads prevailed there. I think they knew that they had a good mark. They almost got it into the cathedral. And they were really playing for space. They were playing for time. It wasn't necessarily about getting the massive team wins, even though they did get them. It was about contesting. It was about really halting the payload at every given opportunity, especially there under the first arch at the end of point A, right?
Yeah.
They threw everything at it and got it down to a 5-second time bank. And that really hampered what Argentina was trying to do there around the corner of death. It absolutely turned into a corner of death for Argentina.
It really did. It really did. It was all there in the end. And now, like I said, it all ends on push. Runasapi is our stage for the third and final map of tonight, and one of these two teams' tournaments as well. And right now, obviously, Peru has to be feeling as high as they can be, and that can really help them on push. I like to say it for these the new game modes that came through in Overwatch 2. It's so momentum based. Maybe Flashpoint a lot more, but if you can get an early lead on push, it is hard to come back from.
Absolutely. But I think if I'm looking at the hero pools right now, okay, from what we've seen in now almost 2 complete series from these two teams, I think that Trincaduelas might have the edge here because this map plays so well for Tracer.
Yep.
Oracle has shown to be a hit scan Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
And you know, really good with the Freya, but you know, the Cassidy's been really good. The Sojourn was good. The Widow was scary. And that's my highest compliment to a Widow player is if you scare me to play, And if you're giving me room to pause for any kind of a sight line, that you're doing your job. That's the mental warfare right there. So I think for Peru, gotta have more in the tank. You gotta have more in that hero pool. And I know that we have comfort picks. I get that. Please don't chop my head off, chat. But, dealing with all that could be coming in from Argentina here, really got to be careful. Really got to be careful.
Am I seeing things? Yeah, am I seeing Grimge actually hovering the Reinhardt right now here, Billy?
Put it in my veins.
I mean, I'm here for it. I just don't know if it's the best choice, right? Now, I'll say that against the Junker Queen that Tizzy's bringing out, right? It could do some good. I feel like it would help. It can help, right?
But I think that you're looking at the frontline pressure. You're just going to ignore Trinken Wayless and hope that Arkveld and On My Bike Persona can deal with the Tracer on the side. And they did a really good job of that on Rialto. So, once again, see, I think that's why they bring this out.
Yeah, as I mean, you're taking all the space in the world, and nice stun comes up, and you still lose Persona from Zuko, and that's huge, right? You had the pressure in your favor, but now you've lost Persona, now you've lost Hermosa as well, and this is quickly going into the favor of Argentina here, as now you're losing more and more around you.
Yep, and I think it's, once again, it's what Argentina does. They're playing map-dependent heroes, where you're not, forcing a player like Arkveld that really loves Genji. I get it, but against a Tracer and a Cassidy, you're going to have your work cut out for you. You only get a deflect every about 10 seconds, so you need to be cognizant of that. And Trinken Wayless is hunting in the back.
Yeah, Trinken Wayless almost up to Pulse Bomb already, too. As well as Oracle's already online with this Deadeye. Pulse Bomb available here. Gonna have to recall out, though, so not any chance to use it now. There's Pulse Bomb in, not gonna find the pick you're looking for. But you're buying time, you're buying space, and now Persona's down for the count. Oracle continuing to click heads one after the other. Hermosa's fall down, and now this is going to be forward spawns taken by Argentina.
Yeah, and you got Deadeye online as well. So I mean, yep, Grim swapping out from the Reinhardt to the to the Orisa. So I mean, you're going to have a better matchup in the front line against the Junker Queen. You're going to have the ability to kind of shunt some of that pressure coming in with the Javelin spin, and you can make a little space with the Spear Throw. So I mean, there's a lot here for Grim to be able to play into it.
Deadeye from the back. Sound Barrier gonna come through at the perfect time, though. It's buy some time, buy some space. Arkveld did fall, but now you're just gonna rotate back. But now you've lost your Lucio, right? If you're Peru, so you can go back in on this if you're Argentina. Now Grim just felled as well, and now, I mean, this is looking like we're getting to the last push territory for Argentina.
Hello, Zuko. Hello, Zuko. Beautiful Kitsune Rush, beautiful dots with the kunai, and now Tizzy has this Rampage available. Watch for they don't have anything to deal with it.
Yeah, Speffo's gonna find the orbital right out. Rodrigo's dead. More and more falling down, and I think it might just be over here, Billy. It's getting to insurmountable territory for Peru too, and we're on this last push here.
I mean, Grimsh can maybe turn this around with a good Terra Surge, but I mean, you've got Rampage. Hermosa does have the Consider Rush coming online, so Suzu could deal with that.
Rampage and picks come through. Tizzy on the line. 3 kills come in. And that should just be about it, Billy the Bot. Pushing home the victory for Argentina. No one can get there from Peru. Argentina live to fight another day.
That was such a good game. That was such a good game. And I hate that it ended out like this, because we're so much more And I think that just the wrong pick from Grimsh in the very beginning, and the lack of a hero pool, I think was also an issue. From Arkveld, I think that we need to see something that can deal with that in the front line.
Yep.
But I mean, for me, and I rarely give DPS the player of the game. I think that Trinkenwelas absolutely earned it here.
Definitely did. They definitely did indeed. Oracle, I mean, too. I mean, these DPS, the DPS duo of these two were just on a fire all game long. I mean, these pulse bombs, right? It's just sick stuff from them all series. But I mean, I'm really excited to see tomorrow too, though, right? I mean, we're not done with the Copa America after today, right? We still got 2 more series tomorrow, starting with Brazil versus Chile, and then Argentina versus the loser of that series. I assume we're going to have a graphic of that coming up in the clean feed. But, yeah, I mean, what a good series, though, of Overwatch to end our night off.
I mean, Argentina's gonna get the winner or get the loser of Brazil and Chile.
Yep.
And thinking about back to our first match, Trinkenwelas wasn't in that Brazil match.
Yeah.
So, there's subs, and that was a super sub coming in on the Tracer. So, I mean, I'm gonna expect it to be Chile versus Argentina tomorrow in the lower bracket final to see who's gonna play Brazil for the grand final on Sunday.
I'd have to agree with you, right? I mean, hey, Chile if that'd just be fantastic, right? If they just continued to upset everyone. But yeah, here's the bracket showing you again. Winners finals tomorrow starts our broadcast day off 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then after that, we'll be seeing the Argentina versus the loser of that game. And then we're only getting 2 games tomorrow because obviously grand finals will be happening on Sunday.
Absolutely fantastic stuff tonight, though.
Yeah, really good.
The future of South American Overwatch is absolutely alive, and I'm here for it. Just put it all in me. Put it all in me. I love it.
But I think we can end off. We've already said what we needed to say, right? And just be here tomorrow. Make sure to follow the Twitch channel. Follow who are the other William Mundy, and then who's the Spanish one as well?
LTEX. LTEX 3.
Make sure to follow them too. For if you can't, if English isn't your first language, make sure to go over there to those other 2 to enjoy more Overwatch action. But this is going to be it for us today. Make sure you're here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yet again. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Joker, him, Billy. Thank you all for watching wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day.